Hi guys, it's Kimondomisi here of Amjiot World of Kimondomisi. Welcome to our channel, and today we have a guest, and the guest is none other than our own queen. Yay! Mama Njeri is here. Karibu sana mam kwenye channel yetu.
Thank you.
Feel relaxed and gonna have a conversation. Tupige tu story mimi na wewe.
Hiyo ni sawa. Tuendelee.
Okay, so ma'am, Mama Njeri, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I am Lucy. I'm a mother of 5 and a grandmother of 8. And I'm a born-again Christian. I was brought up in Njeri, Karatina by my beautiful parents. And I came to Nairobi, and I have been in Nairobi for a time. My life has been up and down, and now I say thank you to God for where I am. It is God who has given me that chance.
Well, yeah, bringing up 5 children is not easy. And you know what, Mom, I remember in our home is that you are a collector of cousins, nephews. You had you really loved getting a cousin and everyone else you could bring to Nairobi. I think you will call you a helper. Yeah?
Yeah. I remember when I finished Form 4 and got a job. Many of my brothers' children, sisters' children were looking forward to see how they can come to Nairobi. That time Nairobi was like London because everyone wanted to come. They started coming to my home, and that time I was living in a single room, and 5 children plus relatives. We could feed about almost 10 almost 10 people.
And you guys thought I was brought up in Runda. Oops. Amechoma mama. But go on, mama.
So that's how I have been. And God is good that all those who passed through me, who passed through my help, they are uncountable, because they were nephews, nieces, brothers, sisters. Yeah.
So anyway, Mom, thank you very much for sharing that part of you. And so I brought you to this channel because we have a conversation to talk. We want to talk about your recent predicament that you've gone through. This goes back sometimes in June. You guys know that Mama Njeri has been through the big C. That big C. When you hear of big C, you hear of death sentence. But she's here today, and we want to take you through our story and how this woman here can smile today, because God is just amazing, and which is why we're here to talk about. So let's go back in June. If you can just tell our viewers how, I think it was sometimes in June.
Sometimes in May.
Oh, sometimes in May. Correction. So if you can tell our viewers, back in May, how did it start? How until that place where we are coming to know that this is a big C?
When this girl talked about the BC, that is cancer. And in May this year, I started feeling unwell, especially when I eat. And I went to see a doctor. And first of all, I bought some antacid to stop the pain. But after a while, I found that it was not going. So I went to see the doctor, who took me to did a blood test. And the blood test was excellent. And the doctor told me, you must be thinking too much, or you are thinking too much. And so he sent me home with medicine. And that medicine did not work. After a short time, I went back to him. And we
This
decided.
is at your local hospital?
Yeah, at my
okay.
local hospital.
Mhm.
This is the time I informed my children of what I'm going through. And they thought of endoscopy, a process where a tube is inserted into my tummy to identify whether there is any tumor, any ulcer in my body, in my stomach.
I think during that time, Mom, as you were doing your endoscopy, you were losing weight.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of weight because you had dropped 7 kilos.
Yeah, 7 kilos, in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so after losing weight and having that pain, it reached a time that I could not swallow. I could chew food and then put water in my mouth so that I can swallow that food. That's the time I went for endoscopy, which identified there was a wound in my tummy, and the doctor suspected cancer.
Yeah, I remember, I think sometimes that in March when you sent us because you went with Lucy. And guys, let me tell you a funny story. Well, it's not funny, but it's funny. Lucy, my PA, this girl that I love. And I remember people watching my previous video said, like, this girl is so special to you. You mention her and you speak about the love you have in passion. Yes. I do love Lucy. Who is behind the camera? Nakupenda mama. So anyway, guys, Lucy is called Lucy Waivimo Githuku. Mom is also called Lucy Waivimo Githuku. So they go to the doctors, and this doctor, I can't remember her name. It was a lady. So this doctor is now taking notes for Mom, and she's saying, "What's your name?" And Lucy answers, "Lucy Wairimo Kithuku." "Okay, and who are you?" "The next of kin." And Lucy goes, "Lucy Wairimo Kithuku." And the doctor says, "I don't mean you, I mean her." So there's this thing where the doctor is confused at this moment, thinking, like, who am I talking to? And it at this point, Lucy goes, "Doctor, she is Lucy Wairimo Kithuku. I am named after her. I am also Lucy Wairimo Kithuku." So anyway, end of it is that the doctor sends Lucy with all this paperwork. But the doctor says something that was disturbing, because the doctor says the results will be out in 2 weeks. However, Lucy, I don't want you to bring Shosho back to this meeting. I want you to bring either a child, Shosho's child, or someone else who is, like, I think the doctor was also finding Lucy being in her 19, 20 years, that she is a baby. So the doctor says, go and bring a grown up, not just you. And, so we came back home. Mom sent the results on WhatsApp. That time I called Lucy. When Lucy told me that statement, what the doctor had said, I said to Lucy, could it be cancer? Why is the doctor telling you not to bring Mom back? And Lucy she almost beat my head off. It can never be cancer. Never, never. It can never be. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's me who is overthinking. So we get these results. However, Jennifer, who is in the medical field, has spotted something on the notes. There's somewhere the doctor puts CA. CA meaning cancer. But she did not share that with anyone. So we wait 2 weeks. And 2 weeks are here. You have the results. What are the results saying?
The result said I have cancer stage 2. And it was so scaring to me and my children, knowing that 5 years ago they lost their dad with the same cancer of the stomach. So it was not something we could meditate, we could actually receive, but it was a reality. We had to receive it. So
it was hard.
It was very hard.
That was the most devastating news that we could receive. And first time when you're told cancer, I'll tell you, let me take you back about my mom. My mom is a health freak to the word. I mean, she is a person who, you wake up. I shared, when I wake up and I'm drinking coffee, my mom will pour my coffee and pour me a glass of water or some water with lemon. She is that particular with everything, everything. So she looked after her health. She prayed every 5 o'clock in the morning. She's praying for her children and for herself. And she is calling God and she's saying, my blood pressure is no more. Cancer and anything. She's naming all these things that she doesn't want in her body. So for us now to come to get this news that mom has cancer, personally, I could not handle it. Personally, I was so angry. I was angry with God. I was angry with life, because I was like, why her? Anyone else? I thought like it should be anyone else, but not mom. Because I just thought this is like, she's a pillar of our family. She's a person we go to pray. But now here she was needing our prayer, needing our support. And I remember, thanks to my brother Robert and my sister and my brothers Washira and Pato, but particularly Robert, because Robert held this family together. Robert is the one, my sister is the quiet one who just went, she never spoke about her feelings. She just went quiet and she started interceding. I, on the other hand, I am the opposite. I just went, I don't want anything of it. I do not want to hear it. And we are holding, at this time, my brother is holding the family together. We are having prayers, but I can't bring myself to pray, because it took a while. It took at least 2 weeks. I'm calling mom and I have to pretend. And I remember every time I called you, I called Lucy and I said to Lucy, like, to check with my eyes, they look, or my face looked like I've been crying. I cried. Guys, I cried. I would sit. I would sit on my bedroom floor and cry, because at first you just see death. And once we are through the stage, you've accepted this is the reality of things. And then you're told, cancer, you're not wasting time with cancer, by the way. You don't sit and start feeling sorry for yourself, because this cancer is growing. It's not there just waiting for you to finish crying, finish praying. This is still growing. So we had to act fast. We had to really act fast, because we are talking of being diagnosed on, was it on on a Monday. Mama Lucy went to collect the results.
Yeah.
Was it on a Monday?
No, it was on a Wednesday.
Okay, she goes to collect the results on a Wednesday. On Thursday, I share this. Sorry, taking you back, it's very important to have friends and community who hold you around. So just before the diagnosis, I had already shared with Mercy and Annie, and I told them what the doctor said and, our worry. So when we got the result on Wednesday, on Thursday, Mercy was very, very quick. And thank you very much, Mercy. She was very quick, because she's the one on that Thursday got us an oncologist, and you are booked for an appointment.
I was booked for an X-ray first, so that he can see.
Yes.
He can identify how the treatment will be.
But this is now with Dr. Onyiro.
With Dr. Onyiro.
Yeah, so she got us Dr. Onyiro, who was, very, very supportive, because he said, you cannot waste time. So we were able to go on to have your X-ray, identify where exactly the cancer was, and then immediately he said you needed to start chemo.
Yeah.
And he said to the family, are you ready? Are you ready for chemo, Mama?
Surely I was not ready, knowing there's many side effects that affect people who are getting chemotherapy. It was not easy for me to agree, but through the family help and the doctor, we had to have a conference talk so that we can come together. And finally the doctor said, because there is no other way that we can take this disease out of you, you better receive it. And after a long conversation, I agreed to it and said, okay, we continue. But I really tried to pray. I consulted my reverend and the other people whom we can pray with, and they came for my help. We started praying, and we said, me, I was healed many years ago by the stripes of Jesus. I'm healed, but the process of chemo and whatever the doctor was to do was just a process to a healing which has already been guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there's something very important that Robert told you about your picture. Do you want to tell our people?
Yeah, I would like to tell them that when my son heard about all this, he told me,
Your
"Mom,"
son is a pastor. Tell them he's Pastor Robert. Rema World Ministry.
Yeah. Okay, when this news came to the family, Pastor Robert, my son, came with an idea that because cancer, people see cancer and see death, he told me to plan ahead, to look for a picture, a nice picture that I want to look after this chemotherapy. I got the picture from my gallery how I want to be after this chemotherapy, and I want you guys to see it.
Yeah, our editor there, our very able Lucy, will be putting that picture somewhere here. I think Mom is wearing a green coat, and her hair. Oh, let's talk about the loss of hair, because that
Lots of hair came after I started the chemo.
So that was after how many?
After I received the first one. When I went for the second one, all my hair was down.
Yeah. That was hard.
It was very hard. I couldn't.
But you have a beautiful head. I kept telling you. But it was shocking as well.
It was shocking. And
so what did you do? You just went to do like this and everything came off?
Well, I could go to the bathroom, and when I tried to wash my face, all the hair could come to my face.
Oh.
It was very scary.
Yeah. It wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. It was hard.
Yeah, and then you were very, very dark. Mama Lucy is the comedian of this family. You guys think I'm funny. Mama Lucy is the comedian of our family. And I remember she was saying that your face looked like this hair that you're wearing. Oh, she's actually provided this hair. Asante sana Mama Lucy. She takes care of mom beauty when it comes to her hair, her massages and taking care of your nails. Yeah. So she used to say that mom was as dark as this hair. So, and we used to laugh about it because we tried to make jokes so that mom did not have to always feel self-conscious. Yeah. Oh, let's bring in Pato, Baba Lucy, and Washira.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Washira is the one driving you about to all this chemo session.
Mm-hmm.
And you have another girl who was very, very instrumental during this
One
chemo.
of my niece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about her? Tell us something.
Yeah, this girl has been with me since the day one of going for looking for this doctor, and she has never failed to be with me, and she has really supported me. Thank you so much, Elizabeth Wamboi Wacheke. You are an angel to me.
So now we are already on third chemo. The hair is gone. You are as dark as this hair. This is before, guys. Do you have a picture of before? Did you take pictures? No, you did not like the
No,
way
I
you
didn't
looked.
like it. I could take pictures and treat there and there
Oh.
because I couldn't agree to have such a picture. It was
Okay.
so bad.
And then I remember like your hands as well. They had really
They are
got-
still not recovered completely, but they are gaining its color.
Okay. Yeah, so that, so those were some of the major chemo side effect for you. And we thank God.
We thank God because in chemo, people has very bad side effect. Others have diarrhea. Others cannot eat.
Collapsing. Others collapse as well.
Yeah, they do. And there are so many side effects. And through the prayers, they did not hit me hard.
You took, I remember Mercy used to say, like, Mama Njeri is taking chemo like a champ, a champion. Because what people could not understand, guys, at the time is that Mom used to go for chemo for 2 days, 24 hours. So you would be admitted at Nairobi West. And thank you to Nairobi West for taking care of Mama. And of course, Dr. Oyiro, who has been amazing through this journey. So we now done chemo. Number 3. Number 4 is here.
Yeah.
You're celebrating.
Yeah.
You've
done. Celebrating.
What had you been praying for?
I've been praying for this healing.
I remember one of your prayer is that these 4 sessions of chemo would be it. You remember?
Yeah, I had been praying and saying, God, help me. After these 4 chemo, I should be free from cancer.
I think we should go for a break just about now. What do you think?
Yeah, we can go for a break, but I'm calling these people to come back and hear what happened after that. Because
a little bit hint. Do you want to give them a
just
hint?
to give them a hint, my stomach, the one that hold food, was cut. Half of it was taken out. Please come
And you're
back.
still smiling.
Please come back and hear why I'm smiling.
Guys, we will see you on part 2 of this video where we'll be chilling with my mom. I call her our queen.